is there ever any appropriation, like problems with racial shit, like, or just the
Oh
word
yeah,
slave?
definitely.
You
That's
have
a
a
great
black slave come in,
question.
you're dumb, and you
Yes.
don't want to call him that,
Yeah. Well, wait,
but he
I'm not
wants
sure
that.
how you're asked. Like, was there racism at the dungeon? Is that
No,
what you're
no, no, no,
asking?
no.
Or
He's hiring that. He wants that service. He's a sub,
yes.
and then you're a white dom. The black guy walks in like, all right, let's do it, and then you're like, oh man,
Oh
I'm not
no,
comfortable calling him.
not that. I never experienced that, but the opposite was a problem. Definitely, black women who worked at the dungeon, it was tough for them, in a lot of ways, and the owner was really sensitive to that and really
Mm-hmm.
tried to help with that. But it was like there were a lot of clients who would come in and want to do like master slave plantation stuff, which
That
was
takes some
there were
confidence. Just the idea of calling that place a business and going, yeah, I didn't see it in your ad, but do you guys do dog fucking? That would be so, it's just crazy that those people have the confidence to roll out there with that shit. I really got to salute.
there within the dungeon there was a client who came, and he was kind of a talker, but he mostly just talked, but he had been in the BDSM scene for a really long time, and he would tell some really disturbing stories about, like, I don't know, doms, and he made it sound like this had actually happened to him. I don't know if it had or not, but like doms who would make their male slaves have sex with animals, stuff like that.
In
So
the
he
hold
would
on,
talk about
in the
what
dungeon, so he just talk about that.
he just talked about it,
He was
but
just
he
shit talking.
implied that
Okay.
it had happened to him in the
Wolf
past.
tickets.
Yeah.
That's
And then he
fucking
would,
crazy.
yeah, and actually it's coming back to me now. I think I had kind of blocked this out because I did not session with him a lot, but I sessioned with him once, and he would just come up with, like, we would just sit there, basically, and like the only thing he did was nipple torture. So we would just sit there and he would like squeeze my nipples, and then if I once I was a switch, I would squeeze his nipples. We would just talk about things. So I remember he was having a scenario once where he said, imagine you're my slave and I also have a dog, and you two are on the same level. And then one day I realized what should happen with you and the dog. So we just talked through this whole scenario of me fucking the dog, which is really disturbing. And I had not thought about that in years.
What are some details that you said during that? Do you
What?
mind? Do you
What
mind
did you?
painting the picture a little bit of what that would go like? Like, I mean,
I mean, I
because
didn't
you're
like
doing
act it
it,
out.
you've never done it before, right? So you were making it up
Yeah.
on the spot. Oh, like how did that
Yeah.
go?
I mean, I'm trying to remember because I don't remember that well. I think it was
Your
just
dog
like,
walks into the yard. He walks in my
I mean,
yard.
I didn't
My
talk. I
parents are
think he
home.
just talked. I think he was just like, the dog is bigger than you. What kind of dog is it? I think he asked me what kind of dog I would.
The dog is bigger than you. That is the fucking dopest fucking sex
Maybe
line I've
he
ever
didn't
heard.
say that. I don't know. But
The dog
I
is on
remember
you.
now that he asked me what kind of dog I would want to fuck. I think I said a husky.
Well,
So,
it'd be like hugging a teddy bear
yeah,
with a boner. Right. I mean, yeah, that
yeah,
would be nice.
yeah,
Can I guess mine? I got to
sure.
think about it for a second, but hold on. So if I had to have sex with a dog, he let you
Yeah.
pick the dog you have sex with. Well, I'm
What?
new to this, so I'd probably say a Chihuahua. I'm not
That's
ready
probably
to
a
take
smart
something
answer.
that, yeah.
Yes, for sure. And then again, though, you can say, if you're getting a bad
Right.
feeling before the session starts, you can say, turn down the session. So that would
Did
happen.
anyone ever say something though that in a way shook you or stuck with you afterward? Just something, like what or
I'm trying to think. Well, like some guys would say mean things about your appearance, and you never even knew if it was
example,
like
if you don't mind.
true.
Oh
Or
God, yeah, what a mind fuck that is.
yeah.
What's an
You never
example?
even knew like whether like that my nose was too big. I remember one guy saying that. That
And by
that's
the
probably
way,
why I won't.
your nose is too big.
Yeah.
Your dick nose broad. Yeah.
And yeah,
I'm
and
looking at
then
your
like
picture.
you never knew
It's
if
fine.
they really meant it or if they were just trying to fuck with your head to upset you. There was one guy who was mad that my butt was too small, and I think because he had seen me once before and I'd lost a little weight, and he was like, your butt's smaller, your butt's smaller. He was pretty upset about that.
Do you know, this is just a little trivia. We were talking about noses. Do you know why a nose, like the human nose, cannot be longer than 11 inches?
Why?
Because then it'd be a foot. My 5-year-old son told me that joke this morning. I mean, I sexed it up. He just said the 12 inch.